We now welcome VCU to the media room. Coach Rhodes, Khris Lane, and Mikkel Sims. Let's start with an opening statement from Coach.
Hard-fought game by both teams. Thought we had to put ourselves in a position to find a way to pull it out, and we just beat ourselves late in the game there. A couple mishaps on offense, just didn't get good shots, and they made a couple plays. They executed down the stretch, we didn't, and I love the fight we had to get back in it and take the lead, and you know it's in your grasp, but we're going to learn the hard way through this one today that you got to finish it.
Let's take questions for the players. Start with Wayne in front.
Guys, I know it wasn't obviously the result you wanted, but what did you maybe learn about yourselves, performance like this against a team like Michigan?
I think we learned we can play with anybody in the country, but it's just about execution, playing hard, and playing solid defense for 40 minutes. And when we do that, we can win like we did yesterday. And when we don't do it the whole game, we lose close games like we did just now.
Thanks, Khris.
Mikkel, how do you feel you had another good game? How do you feel you maybe have come on, as the season has progressed, coming off the bench?
I just try to bring a lot of energy off the bench, especially since Isaac went down this tournament. So I just wanted to bring a lot of energy, whether it's defense or offense.
Other questions for the players? All right, we'll let you get back to your team. Let's take questions for Coach Rhoades. Back to Wayne.
Coach, what was kind of your message to the team, in the locker room after a game like this?
Well, number one is we got to learn to finish out games, and the biggest thing to me is you can't beat yourself against a team like Michigan, who, we had them on the ropes there, and we had them throwing the ball around a little bit. We sped it up, especially late in the second half, to our advantage. But you get that lead, you got to be solid on defense and take care of the ball and get good shots on offense, and we didn't do that. And, that a lot of it's on me. I got to teach these guys. I got to make them better to understand late game situations and to get good ones and execute. On the other end, we got to make sure we get stops late in the game, because there was a stretch there that we were really guarding well, the best all year long, especially that offense. But we didn't finish the game, and I thought we beat ourselves at the end there, and that's what happens. And against a team like Michigan, who's so well schooled, you got to make sure you take care of those little things. Free throw blockouts, I think 2 or 3 times we gave those up, and coming out of a timeout, executing a play. And we just got to get better. Sometimes you learn the hard way, like we are right now. We're going to use this to get better and better, and hopefully late in the games we can close them out.
You mentioned that stretch you guys had. You had an 11-0 run there. We're forcing some turnovers. What do you think was working well for you guys defensively during that stretch?
Well, we changed up the press. We went from man-to-man to a zone press, and I just thought we caught them off guard a couple times. We got them caught in the air a couple times. And then we just sat down and guarded, and I thought we did a really good job of defensive rebound, limited to one shot, because they are pretty big and they hang right on top of the rim. So I thought we did a good job of finding a way to scrap out some rebounds and go with it. And then I thought we just got downhill and really shared the ball in that run. We had some really good possessions where, they were on their heels and we were attacking. So we got to learn from it. I hate keep saying that, but this is what happens when you play a great schedule and you play really good teams. And sometimes you learn the hard way, and that's what's occurring right now.
Kind of positives and negatives. What do you think will be the biggest takeaways you'll take back home from this tournament?
Well, I definitely think that we're really improving, but we got to continue to improve at this rate, and then we got to learn to win games, and we're playing with people, but we got to learn to win games and put them away. And our returning players are playing different roles. We got a lot of new faces that, they didn't even know where Hawaii was. And now they're playing 3 games against 3 really good teams. So, the thing about it is we just there's no excuses at VCU, and I'm not one to ever make one. We got to find ways to win, but we're improving, and I don't think a lot of teams want to play us either. But we gotta find ways to get wins like we could have our two losses here on this trip.
Then what's the status of Van? Do you expect him to be ready to go for next week? Or?
I hope so. We'll see. It's a high ankle sprain, but there wasn't a lot of swelling. and the doctors felt pretty good about where he's progressing. So hopefully Isaac could be, we definitely need him for sure, but really proud of the guys stepping up, Mikel and Tyler May and Marcus Santos Silva. Guys are stepping up, and that's what you do when someone goes down.
Question in the back from Brendan.
Mike, John Teskey is a guy who hasn't played very much for Michigan. I just wonder kind of where he was on your scouting report and how he changes what they look like.
He was on there for sure. I mean, when you have a guy that size, and we don't have a guy that big, so we want to make sure we kept him off the glass. Now he got a couple, I think, on rolls that we just didn't have the right coverage on the ball screen coverage. Sometimes that's just how it goes, and he's in the right place at the right time. But I thought he helped them on the defensive end of protecting the rim. A couple of times we drove in there, and he's just standing there, roots in the ground at 7'1", 255. You're not moving him, and he did his job. And it's almost like a turnover. To me, that's just a bad shot. That happened 3 or 4 times, especially in the second half. And he did a job. We're aware of him, but he definitely helped his team win today.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.